Hey everybody, this is Steve. Welcome back to Cryptic Woodworks. I am doing a run of T-boxes that are all going to include the linkage hinges that I've used on other projects and I have some other videos for. And since I'm doing a lot of them, one thing I've found is that getting the linkage hinge to align correctly with the box and the holes drilled can be quite a little bit of a challenge. And especially when I have a lot of them to do, I need to find an easier way to do that. So what I decided on was to grab some help from a nail. Yep, a real simple nail. All I did was I clipped off the head of it so that I can drop into the holes that are in the box. So I take these little nail heads and I will drop them, say, into one hole and into another hole. And I'll just set that up for a moment. And then what I do is I take my bar, and I need to know where the center line is. So I decide which part I want to be the back. And I took my dial gauge. These are 5/8, so I set it to be 5/16 or to hit my center line. And I just mark a pretty deep groove towards the ends. And we don't need to do the very ends because what we're going to do is put a clamp on our box. So I get the box so that it's nice and square, so the top is really in place with the rest of it. And then take your piece, which you've marked, and it's probably very hard to see on the camera, but I have two little grooves on here, and those you can sort of put on top of the nails and you'll feel when they hit it. And then basically you just try to center it in that area, push that down a little bit, pick it up, and let's see, I think the camera can pick this up. I've got two little marks on here so that I can tell right where to drill. And then the other thing I do is that as soon as I do this, let's see here, this is going to be my next box. So we'll call this D, because I'm just labeling the box as I go. And I will say this is the right side. And what I do is I just sort of know myself that the label is always going to be on the lowest point, because I want to make sure that I can come back and put these back in the right spots, because the left and the right might be ever so slightly different, and that'll give you a little bit more trouble fitting the top when it goes on. So it's pretty easy this way. I just keep moving these to the big one's a small one, flip the box over and do the other side, and it's really allowed me to move a lot faster with a lot less fitting work going on. So I hope this little tip helps you if you happen to be making any boxes like this using these linkage hinges. It does make things a little bit faster. All right, everybody, keep building. Bye.